How you guys doing? Welcome. Today we're going to talk about pre-meals and post-meals and why they're important to not only building sales and reducing comps and voids, but also for building your team's knowledge and just a whole overall experience for everybody, to build the energy and also to have an incredible experience for your guests, so you guys walk out that door completely happy. But first, my name is Joe Tarantino. Also a chef of my own restaurant. I'm an operator, I'm a consultant. I have a restaurant in Statesboro, Georgia at 2855 Northside Drive. So any of you that are in the area, look me up on Facebook, Tarantino's Little Italy of Statesboro, and you'll be able to find me, stop and visit. Love to say hi. I'm there Monday through Friday. On the weekends, I travel around and I do a cooking show. And with various artists, musicians, businesses, and we have a lot of fun. We do that live stream on the Facebook channel, and then I share it over here to the YouTube channel. But one of my other goals is to help other restaurateurs, whether you're already in operation or you're getting ready to open up one. Your dream is to open up a restaurant. So I want to share all my knowledge with you guys to help you become successful. And one of the things that we're going to go over today is pre-meals and post-meals, and which are critical and have helped me in my career. I've been running restaurants for, oh my gosh, forever. And I've learned some amazing procedures from great companies all over the world, and how to operate, and these tools work. And a lot of you that are in the restaurant business now, even if it's a chain, you learned these. I know most of you have learned these different procedures that we use and steps to train our staff and stuff, and if you use them, I'm telling you, it's going to be very successful. And for those of you that are wanting to open up a restaurant, I'm telling you, use these tools I'm sharing with you, and you are going to do fantastic. Not going to be easy, but you're going to do fantastic. And this is for everybody to watch, not just operators, not just potential operators. This is for service staff, for cooks. Share these videos with your teams and help them and give them, insight on how to do certain things. I'm going to cover everything you could possibly think of in the restaurant business. So I hope you enjoy all this, and I hope it works for you. So we're going to talk about the pre-meal. A pre-meal is a 2 to 5 minute informational where you pull together your team and you discuss certain points of whether it be stuff that you're out of that day. If you have an 86 item, which means you are completely out. Like today, we're going to 86 broccoli because we sold out of it. So you know what 86 means. But you go over certain points. You want to cook off a dish, which helps your back of house team. You're going to take a certain dish, and like in my case, it would be, so let's say we do vodka chicken alla penne. So every day at 5 o'clock, I'm going to have my my culinary team cook that vodka chicken alla penne, and I'll have someone different cook it every day those 5 days to make sure that my whole team knows how to cook that dish. So not only are you preparing your front of house during that pre-meal, you're making sure that everybody in that back of house knows how to prepare that dish. So you're coaching and training in 2 different areas at the same time. So anyway, you're gonna have, there's an actual card I can give you guys, and I will find the site that you can get it. I believe I already have one myself, and if you're interested in it, let me know, and I can send you one that gives you the outline of how to do your pre-meal. It's super simple. It's a little checklist. So one of the things in a pre-meal, you go over your the plate of the week. You want to hit every single menu item, and then when you hit every menu item, you start back at the beginning and you go over, because by that time you probably gained 2 or 3 more new employees, depending on how your retention is. In the restaurant business, we know turnover is high. But anyway, so you got your dish. You're going to go over your vodka chicken riggies or vodka chicken alla penne every single day that week. And the reason why you do it 5 days is to make sure that every single person has touched it, has made it, has tasted it, and they are very familiar with that dish. And you cover every single dish on your menu. And what that does is it ensures that that server knows that dish by heart. They know what it tastes like. They know how to describe it to the guest. And if it's a dish that they it ends up being their favorite, now they have something to suggest to that guest. If a guest says, well, what do you recommend? If the server hasn't tried any of your food, and you have no idea how many times you'll go someplace and ask somebody, what's your favorite? Well, I really don't eat here. Well, why not? Make them try all the food. They need to try it so they know how to describe it to the guests. Anytime the guest has questions, like if a guest says, can I get this gluten-free? Can they? The server should know that. The server should never have to leave the table and go ask the manager, can I get this gluten-free? They should already know. That should already be put into their heads from the beginning anyway. So anyway, you want to go over that. Also, another thing that the pre-meal helps you with is when you pull your team together, you get to make sure everybody's ready with their appearance. Does everybody have their apron on? Does everybody have their check presenters? Does everybody have their pens they're supposed to have? Do they have their change bag for the guest? For when the guest pays their bill, they have the change to give back. Are they within grooming standards? Are their uniforms crisp and not ironed? So that's an opportunity right there. If you're doing that pre-meal and they know you're checking them out, 9 times out of 10 they're coming prepared because they're not going to want to get called out in front of their team, and they're going to be ready. And if they're not, then that server shouldn't take that floor until they are ready. And servers, as we all know, make money by waiting tables. They don't make hardly anything on an hourly wage because they get that gratuity and they depend on that gratuity. So you need to enforce those standards. And that's one of the ways to help enforce a lot of your standards, by doing that group huddle and going over appearance, going over the plate, going over what you want to suggest of sell that night, having a contest. Let's push cheesecake tonight. So now you want to pick a dessert to go over because you want your team to not only just know the dish, but you want to encourage them to add items, side salads, add a dessert, pick a dessert, run a contest, and I'll share more with you on that if you want to know what kind of contest to run and how to make it cost effective for the restaurant, but yet fun for your team, so they're building sales for you. And not only is it going to help you as a restaurant operator, it's going to help your management team get their bonus. It's going to help that server gain a higher check average. I mean, if they're running a $20 check average and now they're selling dessert, you just bumped it $4. You got 10 servers times 4. That's $40 that you just made just off of one round of tables. $40 times 5 servers times how many tables? If they end up with 6 or 7 tables a night, do the math. That's when your food cost starts coming down, your labor cost starts coming down, and then your comps and voids go down because they're knowledgeable. And another really important part of the whole thing is your energy. That's a way to get everybody out of their personal daydreaming and whatever they have going on in their lives, because we all have issues and things going on. When you pull everybody together and you start talking about these things, and again, it's 2 to 5 minutes, can be 10, mine probably go about 10, but now you get to have that positive energy with them and pump your staff up. Come on, team, let's do this. Our goal is to hit this tonight. Where we want to push cheesecakes tonight. Taste this. What do you think? Describe what's in the dish. And you want to ask your staff too. That's a way to, you also have that opportunity to question them on certain things. And then like on the 4th day or the 5th day that you ran that item, you say, okay, what's in the vodka chicken alla penne? They should be able to hang it right out to you just like that. So that one of the other important pieces is that the energy. That manager doing that pre-meal needs to pump those guys up, because if you pump them up right and they feel that positive energy from you, they're going to walk out on that floor with positive energy. Hey, we're a team. Let's go do this. You talk about your pre-bus and during it, and then you can talk about the 2-bite check back, just certain things that you want to touch on with your team for constant coaching, and it works beautifully. And it's something that should be used in every single full-service restaurant. Mom and pop operations, not so much do that unless they've worked in chains. Like myself, I was very lucky to work in many different operations as a chef, as a restaurant operator. I've worked every single position you could possibly imagine, all of them. But as far as from a management operational standpoint, from chef to operations manager to general manager, I've been back of house manager, front of house manager, bar manager, all of it. And for corporations, and they taught me so much. And the ones that don't do well are the ones that don't follow that stuff. So those are some of the things that are important about the pre-meal. And like I said, if you have any questions about it, all you have to do is contact me and I can help you set that up and how it works. 2 to 5 minutes talking to your staff. It's going to change the world. Now, the post-meal is at the end of the night. Once, not at the very end, but right after the dinner rush when you get ready to start sending people home. you pull your service team back. And what you do is, as a manager, you should be obviously knowing what the heck's going on in your restaurant, walking through, doing your figure eights, and that's another video, and talking to them about what you've seen that was good and what you've seen that needs to be improved on. You don't want to beat your staff up. If they made a mistake, you want to tell the team what they need to improve on. Okay, pre-bussing, for example. You know, I saw a lot of plates on the end of the tables. You guys really need to focus on that pre-bussing. If you can't get to it, then we're going to have to give you a smaller section so you're pre-bussing your tables if you can't handle more than the 4 tables you have. Sally, you did an outstanding job with selling desserts. Sally did great. Everybody give Sally a round of applause. She sold 14 desserts. She beat everybody. So stuff like that. So you want to, anytime that you do your post-meal, you don't focus on all negative. And you don't focus on positive because there's always something to improve on. You're going to give them something to improve on. Talk about something that that they did great, so you can keep coaching and keep your staff upbeat. You know, you want to show them that you care, but you don't want to beat up on them and say, "I can't believe you guys did this. Blah 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 blah. This was stupid. Blah blah blah." No, you got to be professional. Sometimes would we like to do that? Absolutely, but you really can't. You really need to talk to them and treat them just like how you want to be treated. So the post meal is just as important as the pre-meal, because now the post-meal you get to go over what you've seen through the dinner rush and go over what the team did well and what they need to improve on. It's important. It's tough in the restaurant business, I know, to try to pull those 5 to 10 minutes, but those 5 to 10 minutes are going to save you hundreds and thousands of dollars at the end of the year, because your staff's going to be knowledgeable, they're going to be pumped up, they're going to be energetic, ready to go, and then at the end you get to coach again. 2 minutes. Hey guys, great job tonight. We busted our sales by, went over by a couple $1,000s. We had a record night. Great job. Thank you. Give yourselves a round of applause. Keep them upbeat and going. Show them that you care and that the work can be fun. And that's what the pre-meal and post-meal is all about. So if you have any questions, like I said, please feel free to email me, jtarantino1972@yahoo.com. I do that live stream. Please feel free to leave your comments. Actually, I really would love for you guys to leave your comments, especially guests going out to dinner. Tell us about your negative experiences. Tell us about your positive experience, what your feelings are, what your opinions about stuff that we're talking about. Any other restaurant operators out there, cooks, servers, this is for everybody. Feel free to put your stuff out there, and if there's something on there that I've missed, we can go over it, we can talk about it, because there's so many great things out there that we can do to make everybody have best-in-class service. So the last thing I want to do is see a restaurant fail. Like I told you guys, and I tell you all the time, I can't stand when you go to the banks and they say, well, restaurants have the highest failure rate. Well, it's because we don't follow these things and we don't put enough passion and care into what we're doing as a management team, or sorry to say this, but even as an operator. If you're not following these things that you learn, even if you're a franchise, when you go to that corporate training, they know what they're doing. And these tools that they teach us for operating their restaurants, there's a reason why they have a few hundred restaurants across the country. I think they know what they're doing a little bit. And when you don't do it, that's why your restaurant's not hitting its sales. That's why you're not getting a bonus. That's why half the people don't want to show up to work, because there's no morale. And pre-meal and post-meals will bring up the morale. I promise you that. And we'll go over a bunch of different things that you can do to do that. But thank you so much for watching. Please like and share. Ton more stuff coming out. Like I told you, I have hundreds and hundreds of things that can help you operate your restaurant for success. And all these things I just didn't make up. These are things I've learned through the past 20 years working for some great brands and some great operators and mentors myself that taught me. So God bless y'all. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys are doing your pre-meals and your post-meals, especially if you're in those chains out there, franchise operators and stuff like that. And it's critical. It's very important, and you can have fun with it. So thank you very much. We'll see you in the next video.